Their losses have been pretty good, too. They had a lead in the fourth quarter against Seattle. They had a chance to win that game that they've lost earlier against Buffalo. So, Dominique, does this move make sense to you to make right now?
Yeah, I think you get better by getting experience and getting out on the field. I like them putting him out there. The one criticism I would have of this move, I can't have that criticism of them because of Brian Flores. So I think back to last season when we all thought they were tanking, and I was very critical because of what I thought it does to a culture. When you say we're playing for the future, that debilitates a team that wants to win right now. But Brian Flores somehow brought them from 0-7 start to being respectable because he was able to build a culture in that environment. I also think if you're going to pull out a starting quarterback that's playing pretty well to bring in a young guy, that suggests to your team that you are playing for the future. But I think Brian Flores has proven that that doesn't matter. Whatever connection that he has with his team is a connection that Mike McCarthy clearly doesn't have with his team in Dallas, but it's a connection that allows you to make some decisions that seem not all that wise, but also resonate with your team.
RC, you're an LSU guy, so no one knows the Alabama quarterback better than the LSU guy. What do you expect from him quickly?
What you expect from Tua is to get the ball out of his hands, to be accurate, and to understand what the game plan is, whether that's use Gaskin, Gesicki, or we're going to go outside to Preston Williams and Devontae Parker. This is going to be a run-and-catch team early on in Tua Tagovailoa's acclimation, and I believe they understand that, and that's why you want to have these 2 weeks, a bye week in between his first start, to get him settled and to get your team playing in the way that Tua needs them to.
Obviously, Desmond Howard, you cover the college game for us at the highest possible level. You saw all the things we don't need to go over again, the terrible injury that he suffered at the end of his collegiate career. Now he sits and waits and gets his chance. What are your thoughts on the way this all played out for Tua, and what do you expect?
Well, I think it couldn't have played out better for Tua. I mean, for a young man to go through the collegiate season that he had with those injuries and still get picked in the first round, I think is tremendous. Now, moving forward, I believe that Brian Flores and his staff, they love what they see from this young man in practice. They feel as though there's no longer a reason to hold him back. I understand what Fitzpatrick has done for this organization, but now they're playing for the future. And let's face it, I mean, Tua is a guy who, like Ryan said, he's amazingly accurate. Only thing he has to do, his biggest problem was holding on to the ball too long, trying to make plays, and that's how he ended up dislocating his hip. So if he's erased that from his game, and we won't know until we see him out there on the field, but they know because they see him every day at practice, then I think he'll be okay. And he does have weapons like Penn State's tight end Gesicki. He has the wideouts on the outside. That means he can get the ball out and get the ball out in rhythm, too. So I think this is going to be an interesting move. Now, with the bye week, I understand another week of preparation. But then you got to face one of the best, if not the best defensive lineman in all college, in all of the NFL, and Aaron Donald. That may be an issue because he's going to be looking at Donald when he's in his cadence.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.